Bonjour, les étudiants of class 10. Hope you're doing good. So after the midterm test, we are meeting now. In this session, we'll be continuing the lesson 4, okay, La Santé. We already started the exercises of passé composé, and today we'll be doing the exercises with imparfait. Okay, so then in the team session, we'll be discussing about the verbs and the pronunciation, and if you got any doubts, we'll clarify. Okay, and this session will be a very small session. We'll be just doing the exercises related to imparfait. Right, so let's get into the slides. And here it is. So l'imparfait, we have already seen this. Okay, this is the past continuous tense. Okay, past continuous tense in French, it's called l'imparfait. Okay, so l'imparfait, it's used to express something happened in the past. Okay, an action which happened in the past. For example, a habit. Okay, a past habit. I used to play cricket, or I was playing cricket. A past continuous tense will be using I was and then the ing form of the verb. Okay, so I was reading the book. Right, so it was actually a continuous thing. Or if it's your past habit, okay, so we used to play in the streets. Okay, we used to play in the streets. So those things will be expressed using imparfait and not in passé composé. So these are the differences between imparfait and passé composé, and also the conjugation will be different. Okay, so in imparfait, the conjugation, it's actually the radical. Okay, you got a radical, you got to find the radical of a verb, then you got to add the endings. Okay, so you can see here in the first line, you can see parler, the infinitive form of the verb parler is given. Then you take the infinitive form, you conjugate it with the nous form. Okay, nous parlons. Okay, that's how we write nous parlons. Then what you do, you cut the subject nous. Okay, then you cut the subject nous. What we have, it's parlons, parlons. Now what you do, you cut ons. You cut ons. What we have, it's parl. Okay, this is not just for the er ending verbs. Okay, it's normally for all the verbs. Okay, there are some exceptions like the verb être, okay, and so on. But for most of the verbs, 95% of the verbs, okay, this will work. Okay, so you take the nous form, okay, you conjugate it, you cut the ons, you'll be having the radical. So now you place the radical next to the subjects. Je parle, you can see je parle, tu parles, il parle, elle parle, on parle. And then you add the endings. Okay, you can see these endings. Hope you remember. AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. So these are the endings. So when you pronounce, it will be like je parle. Okay, PARLAIS. We'll be writing together as a single word. Je parle, tu parles, il parlait, elle parlait, on parlait, nous parlions, vous parliez, il parlait, elle parlait. So je parlais means I used to talk or I used to speak, or I was speaking, I was talking. Okay, so no matter what verb, even if you take the verb aller, you take the nous form, nous allons in present tense. Okay, you cut ons, you got a double l, then you add the endings. J'allais, j apostrophe all ais, which means I used to go or I was going. Same thing for the verb venir, venons, nous venons. You cut ons, we got ven. Okay, then we'll be adding je venais, tu venais, I used to come, I was coming. Right? So the verb faire or whatever. Right? So the verb faire, careful, when you conjugate it in nous form, nous faisons. Nous faisons is the verb, and when you cut ons, we'll be having fais. Okay, with that ais, you'll be again adding ais, the endings. Je faisais, tu faisais, il faisait, elle faisait. So that way, I used to do or I was doing. So now let's get into the exercises. The fourth exercise, you got to put the verbs in imparfait. Mettez les verbes à l'imparfait. So we got 5 sentences. Le bébé crie toute la nuit. Okay, le bébé crie toute la nuit. So which one is the verb? You got to find the verb first in this kind of exercises. Le bébé is the subject, crie it's the verb. Crie, C-R-I-E. It's actually the verb crier, C-R-I-E-R. So crier, which means to shout or to cry. Okay, pleurer, it's to cry normally. So crier, it's actually to shout. Okay, crier, to shout. So normally they wanted to mean like the baby was crying the whole night. Okay, so but crier is fine. Now you take the verb crier, C-R-I-E-R, okay, the infinitive form. You cut er, or you take the new form, nous crions, C-R-I-O-N-S, nous crions. You cut O-N-S, so what we have is C-R-I. Okay, so now you'll be adding the ending for le bébé, which is third person singular. Le bébé criait, C-R-I-A-I-T. Okay, le bébé criait toute la nuit. Okay, the baby was crying the whole night. Okay, so the second one, à cause de l'allergie, j'éternue continuellement. À cause de l'allergie, j'éternue continuellement. So because of the allergy, à cause de, it's actually to mean the cause. Okay, then it is used for something negative. Okay, à cause de, because of the allergy, I was sneezing continuously. That's how you got to change. So here it's in present tense. The verb is éternuer, which means to sneeze. Okay, to sneeze, éternuer. So now it's actually an ER ending verb. Okay, nous éternuons. You cut ONS. So what we'll be having, it's E accent, T-E-R-N-U. Okay, so now we'll be adding the endings for je, first person singular. J'éternuais, j'éternuais. E-T-E-R-N-U-A-I-S. E-N-U, you cut E and then add A-I-S. J'éternuais continuellement. I was sneezing continuously. Okay, or because of the allergy, I used to sneeze continuously. So the third one, même pendant l'été. Même pendant l'été, even during the summer. Okay, even during the summer. Elle est souvent enrhumée. Elle est souvent enrhumée. So she often catches cold. Okay, she often catches cold. Enrhumé, it means cold. Okay, souvent, it's often. Okay, so now what verb is conjugated? It's actually the verb être. Okay, E-S-T. Okay, aller. The verb être, as I told you, it's an exception. It doesn't come under the rule of nous form. Okay, because for être we conjugated nous form. It's nous sommes, S-O-M-M-E-S. So the radical, you got to remember, it's E-T. E accent, acute accent, and then T. That's it. Okay. Elle était, E accent, accent aigu, T-A-I-T. Elle était souvent enrhumée. She was often catching cold. Okay, even during summer. So during summer the weather will be hot, right? So it's a bit rare to catch cold, but that's the case here. Elle était souvent enrhumée. So the last before one, le docteur est très sévère avec les malades. The doctor is very serious, very strict, okay, very severe with the patients. Malade means patients. Okay, so again we got the verb être here. Okay, so we'll be writing the same spelling, E-T-A-I-T. Okay, E accent, T-A-I-T. The doctor used to be very severe with the sick, with the patients. So the last one, malgré son diabète, il prend régulièrement les sucreries. Malgré son diabète, despite. Okay, so despite of his diabetes, he regularly takes the sweets. Sucrery means the sweets. Okay, sweets that we eat. Okay, so so normally when someone got sugar, so diabetes, okay, they don't take sweet a lot. Okay, so it's very dangerous. Okay, it's a bit risky to take sweets during when you got diabetes. So here they say despite his diabetes, he regularly takes sweets. So the verb is given, the verb given is prendre. Prendre. When you conjugate it in new form, it's P-R-E-N-O-N-S. You forget the D. Okay, you forget the D in the new form. So what we have, it's P-R-E-N. Then you add the endings P-R-E-N-A-I-T for il. Il prenait régulièrement les sucreries. He used to take regularly the sweets. Alright, so now we'll check the answers here. Le bébé criait toute la nuit. À cause de l'allergie, j'éternuais continuellement. Même pendant l'été, elle était souvent enrhumée. Le docteur était très sévère avec les malades. Malgré son diabète, il prenait régulièrement les sucreries. Oui, voilà. So now we'll head to the next exercise. So the fifth exercise. Construisez des phrases avec le présent et l'imparfait. Suivez le modèle. So construct, okay, build some sentences with present and imperfect, past continuous. Okay, suivez le modèle, which means follow the model, follow the example. The blue ones are the blue lines are some examples. So example, je travaillais tous les jours. Okay, so je travaillais tous les jours. Okay, so they are given the subject, a verb, and then tous les jours. Okay, so subject, verb, and then tous les jours. Tous les jours means every day. And so you can see je ne travaille plus tous les jours. Avant, je travaillais tous les jours. So you can see you got to make two sentences out of the subject and verb given. And the first sentence will be in negation, present tense. Okay, so in present tense and in negation. So for example, the example sentence, je ne travaille plus tous les jours, which means I no longer work every day. Okay, so I work no more every day. Avant, je travaillais tous les jours. The second half of the sentence will be written in imperfect and in affirmation. Before, I used to work every day. Okay, so I no longer work every day. So before, I used to work every day. Okay, so this is our situation normally now. So now we got 5 sentences. The first sentence, vous habitez en ville. Vous is the subject, habiter is the verb, en ville is the object. Vous habitez en ville. So now the first sentence, the first half of the sentence, you got to make it in present tense and in negation. Okay, so careful. Vous n'habitez plus en ville. Vous n'habitez, N apostrophe, habitez, H-A-B-I-T-E-Z. Vous n'habitez plus, P-L-U-S, en ville. So you no longer live in a city. Okay, you no longer live in a city. You keep a dot. Now the second part of the sentence starts. Avant. Okay, the second half of the sentence will be starting always with avant. Okay, so before. So what they mean is actually now you don't do that anymore. Before you used to do that. Okay, that's how you got to make sentences, 2 sentences. So the first half it's vous n'habitez plus en ville. Avant, vous habitiez. Okay, we will be conjugating the verb habiter in imperfect. Vous habitiez en ville. Before, you used to live in a city. And before saying the answers in this next slide, so try to listen and write. So that will be the best practice. Okay, if you could just listen and write. Okay, so your observation will be building, and you can really, when you can see the sentences in the exam or test, okay, you can recall better. So the answer for the first one is vous n'habitez plus en ville. Avant, vous habitiez en ville. Okay, the second sentence, il is a subject, apprécier the verb, la musique indienne object. So he appreciate, okay, the Indian music. That's what they mean. You got to change like he no longer appreciates Indian music. Before he used to appreciate Indian music. That's how you got to make. Il n'apprécie plus la musique indienne. Okay, il n'apprécie, N apostrophe, apprécie plus, P-L-U-S, la musique indienne. Avant, you keep a dot, then you continue with avant for imperfect. Avant, il appréciait, okay, il appréciait la musique indienne. So before, he used to appreciate the Indian music. The third one, tu, subject, ranger, verb, les affaires, object. So you arrange the things. Okay, tu ranges les affaires, which means like you arrange the things. Tu ne ranges plus les affaires. In present tense, tu ne ranges plus les affaires. So you're no longer arranging the things. Before you used to arrange the things. That's how you got to make. Tu ne ranges plus les affaires. Avant, tu rangeais les affaires. So it's a GER ending verb. Okay, so it's a GER ending verb. When you conjugate it with new form, you will be have an EONS, right? Okay, EONS. So the EONS, you cut just ONS and we'll be having RANGE. Then you'll be adding AIS, AIT. Once it comes for nu and vu, we already got I in the ending. So no need to add E. We'll be just adding I. Okay, ranger, RANGIE is it. And here it's actually no difference, so because we got tu. Okay, so the spelling for imparfait will be like tu ranges, RANGEAIS. Okay, the E will be present. Tu rangeais les affaires. Okay, so the last before one, so again we got GER ending verb. Nous voyageons en avion. Nous ne voyageons plus en avion, present tense. Nous ne voyageons plus en avion. Avant, nous voyagions en avion. We no longer travel by a flight. Before, we used to travel by flight. Nous ne voyageons plus en avion. Avant, nous voyagions en avion. So the second half of the sentence, the verb will be like VOYAGIONS. That won't be E for new form. So the last one, les enfants prononçaient correctement les mots français. The children pronounce correctly the French words. So prononcer, it's a CER ending verb. Okay, you can see the CER ending verb. So when you got a CER ending verb, so what will be done? It's actually in the new form in present tense, we'll be adding the cédille. Okay, la cédille will be adding. So in when you're conjugating an imperfect, the cédille will be having it for all these subjects except nu and vu. Okay, for except nu and vu, we'll be having that cédille, so which is les enfants. Okay, first we'll finish in present tense. Les enfants ne prononcent plus correctement les mots français. Les enfants ne prononcent plus correctement les mots français. The children no more pronounces correctly the French words. Avant, before, les enfants prononçaient correctement les mots français. Before, the children used to pronounce correctly the French words. So the prononcer in imperfect, so careful when you're writing. Les enfants, it's actually the subject, so it's plural form, third person plural. PRONONC, cedilla. Okay, we'll be having that cedilla. PRONONC, cedilla. AIENT. Okay, les enfants prononçaient correctement les mots français. Okay, now we'll check the answers here. Construisez des phrases avec le présent et l'imparfait. Vous n'habitez plus en ville. Avant, vous habitiez en ville. Okay, the first half will be in present, the second half will be in imparfait. Okay. Il n'apprécie plus la musique indienne. Avant, il appréciait la musique indienne. Tu ne ranges plus les affaires. Avant, tu rangeais les affaires. So as I told you, so EAIS for the GER. So the last before one, nous ne voyageons plus en avion. Avant, nous voyagions en avion. So the last sentence, les enfants ne prononcent plus correctement les mots français. Avant, ils prononçaient correctement les mots français. So you can see the second prononcer, okay, verb prononces with cedilla, right, cedi. That's it. Right? And now we got exercises with passé composé et imparfait. Construisez des phrases avec le passé composé et l'imparfait. Suivez le modèle. So build some sentences using passé composé and imparfait. So you got to follow the model example given. So it'll be the same way, okay, like we did the previous exercise. But actually in this exercise we are not going to make two sentences. We are just going to make one sentence, okay, using passé composé and imparfait, and also by using a connector called pendant que. Okay, you can see in the example, Matangi faire la vaisselle, le bébé dormir. Okay, so you can see there is a subject, verb and object. Matangi faire la vaisselle. So Matangi is the subject, faire the verb, la vaisselle the object. So then you got le bébé and dormir. So we got again an object, a subject, and then a verb, dormir. So you got to say like faire la vaisselle, which means to do the dishes. Okay, to do the dishwashing, to do the dishes. So Matangi did the dishes, okay, so washed the plates while the baby was sleeping. Okay, while the baby was sleeping. So the premier action, the secondary action, the first action will be passé composé, the secondary action will be imparfait. So you can see the first action, she cleaned, okay, so she did the vessels while the baby was sleeping, okay, it's past continuous. Okay? So you can see the example, the answer, Matangi a fait la vaisselle pendant que, okay, pendant que, it means during or while, okay, while the baby was sleeping. The verb dormir, it's conjugated in imparfait. So whereas in the first half of the sentence, a fait, the verb faire is conjugated in passé composé. So the same way we'll be doing, first we'll be conjugating the verb in passé composé, the second half will be doing with imparfait, in between we'll be using the connector pendant que. Okay? So the first sentence, Kasturi nettoyait la cuisine, les enfants jouaient dans le jardin. So Kasturi cleaned the kitchen while the children were playing in the garden. This is how you got to make the sentence. So nettoyer, passé composé, you got to be so careful. The verb nettoyer, it starts with N, and in Dr. Mrs. Van der Tram's, the only verb that starts with N, it's netre, not nettoyer. So we'll be conjugating the verb nettoyer with avoir. Kasturi a nettoyé la cuisine. A nettoyé, right, the verb avoir. A nettoyé la cuisine pendant que les enfants jouaient. Jouaient, Now in imparfait we'll be doing. So les enfants plural, third person plural, so we'll be writing jouer, jouaient, jouer dans le jardin. Kasturi a nettoyé la cuisine pendant que les enfants jouaient dans le jardin. So jouer, the same pronunciation, don't get confused. So the second one, Nila faire le linge, son mari promener le chien. So faire le linge, which means to do the laundry, okay, the laundry work, okay, to clean, to iron, and to fold, and to keep it in the almirah. So all those are laundry things, right? So Neela did the laundry while her husband took the dog for a walk, was taking the dog for a walk. So the first verb is faire and the second verb is promener. The first verb faire should be conjugated in passé composé. The second verb promener should be conjugated in imparfait. Nila a fait le linge. Nila a fait. Fait, it's F-A-I-T, the past participle. Nila a fait le linge pendant que son mari promenait. Promener should be conjugated in imparfait, third person singular. P-R-O-M-E-N-A-I-T. Okay, P-R-O-M-E-N-A-I-T. Promener le chien. Nila a fait le linge pendant que son mari promenait le chien. So the third one. Carpa préparer le dîner. Son fils faire les devoirs. The first verb it's préparer, second verb it's faire. Préparer to be conjugated in passé composé, faire to be conjugated using imparfait. So Carpa prepared the dinner. Carpa prepared the dinner while her son was doing the homeworks. Carpa a préparé le dîner. The verb avoir again. Carpa a préparé. So préparé it's a er ending verb. You cut r, add an accent for the past participle. Carpa a préparé le dîner pendant que son fils faisait les devoirs. Pendant que son fils faisait les devoirs. Faisait, the spelling it's F-A-I-S-A-I-T. Okay, F-A-I-S-A-I-T, faisait les devoirs. So the last before one. Shruti ranger les livres. Son père repassait les chemises. So the first verb it's ranger, to arrange, passé composé. Second verb it's repasser, to iron. Okay, to iron the shirts. Okay, repasser, to iron, should be conjugated in imparfait. Shruti arranged the books while her father was ironing the shirts. Shruti a rangé les livres pendant que Shruti a rangé les livres pendant que son père repassait les chemises. Pendant que son père repassait, R-E-P-A-S-S-A-I-T, les chemises. Repasser les chemises. Shruti a rangé les livres pendant que son père repassait les chemises. The last one. Radha arroser les plantes, son frère lire le journal. Arroser, the first verb, to water the plants, to water, passé composé. The second verb it's lire, to read, in imparfait. Radha watered the plants while her brother was reading the newspaper. Radha a arrosé les plantes, again avoir. Radha a arrosé les plantes pendant que son frère lisait le journal. Pendant que son frère lisait, L-I-S-A-I-T. Radha a arrosé les plantes pendant que son frère lisait le journal. L-I-S-A-I-T. So now we'll see the answers. So you got to be careful with three things. The first verb should be in passé composé, conjugated properly. Then you got to use a connector. Okay, pendant que you got to use. Then the second verb to be conjugated in imperfect. Okay, this is not one simple exercise. Okay, so careful when you're writing. Kasturi a nettoyé la cuisine pendant que les enfants jouaient dans le jardin. Nila a fait le linge pendant que son mari promenait le chien. Carpa a préparé le dîner pendant que son fils faisait les devoirs. Shruti a rangé les livres pendant que son père repassait les chemises. Rada a arrosé les plantes pendant que son frère lisait le journal. So okay guys, so that's it for today. We'll continue in the next session. Okay, so come prepared for the teams class. Okay, start writing your classwork. So the schools, they are about to start, I think. Right, so take care, ciao.